The wedding bells are ringing in the Heartland trailer, but before anyone can celebrate, whispers of trouble already echo through the ranch. A smile hides doubt, a hug hides tension, and just when the family should come together, the cracks begin to show. Heartland Season 19 doesn't just promise love and laughter, it hints at secrets that could shake the family to its core. Asterisk. Heartland has always been more than just a TV show about horses and open fields. For nearly 2 decades, it has been a story about family, resilience, and the quiet battles we fight behind closed doors. Generations of viewers have grown up alongside the Bartlett-Fleming family, watching them weather heartbreak, chase dreams, and cling to one another through life's storms. Season 18 left us with moments of closure, but also with questions that begged for answers. And now, as the trailer for Season 19 drops, the stakes feel higher than ever. The trailer opens with a feeling of celebration. We see glimpses of flowers, music, and the unmistakable signs of a wedding. But as fans know, a wedding in Heartland is never just about vows and rings. It's about the ripple effects across the entire family. Every union, every promise, and every guest at the ceremony brings with it history, grudges, and choices that can't be undone. The trailer teases this beautifully. On the surface we see joy, but just beneath it there is unease. To understand the weight of these new images, we have to step back into the world of Season 18. That season was a turning point, showing us how Amy was slowly learning to stand on her own after years of carrying the ranch and her family's expectations on her shoulders. Jack continued to be the anchor, but even anchors show cracks when storms hit. Lou wrestled with her identity, pulled between leadership roles and her personal life. And Tim? Well, Tim has always been the wild card, constantly walking the thin line between redemption and chaos. These unresolved storylines don't vanish with a new season. They follow the characters. And the trailer makes it clear. Season 19 will not shy away from digging deeper. Another powerful aspect of this show has always been its ability to mirror real life. Heartland doesn't give us easy fairy tales. It gives us the messy, complicated truth of family. The trailer leans into this, hinting that the upcoming season won't just be about celebrations, it will be about choices that hurt, truths that can no longer be hidden, and relationships that will be tested like never before. For longtime fans, it's clear. What begins as a wedding might unravel into something far more dramatic. The setting itself plays a role in this drama. Heartland's ranch isn't just a backdrop, it's a living, breathing character in the story. From wide-open skies to the barns where secrets are whispered, every corner holds memories of love, loss, and healing. Season 19's trailer uses the ranch to frame its emotional stakes. A place that once felt safe is now filled with unease. When a family home becomes the stage for conflict, every scene carries extra weight. And then there's the question of legacy. Heartland has always been about passing down wisdom, traditions, and responsibilities. Jack passing the torch to Amy, Amy guiding the younger generation. Lou trying to balance modern leadership with old family values. These generational conflicts are hinted at again in the trailer. At a wedding, legacy is celebrated, but it also becomes a reminder of what's at stake. The question becomes, will the family honor that legacy, or will hidden secrets threaten to break it apart? So as we move into Season 19, the context is clear. This isn't just another chapter. It's the continuation of everything the Bartlett-Fleming family has endured and everything they've yet to face. The wedding may be the centerpiece, but it's only the beginning of a storm that promises to test the heart of Heartland like never before. Wedding is supposed to be the most joyful of days, flowers in full bloom. Laughter echoing across the ranch and the family coming together to celebrate love. But in Heartland Season 19 trailer, the wedding doesn't feel like a peaceful dream. Instead, it feels like a storm wrapped in ribbons. The celebration that should unite the family hints at unraveling secrets, unexpected faces, and the kind of tension that lingers beneath every toast and every smile. The first images are beautiful. A decorated barn glowing with lights, guests dressed in their best, and the unmistakable sound of music carried through the wind. But Heartland has never been about picture-perfect moments. It's about the fractures hiding underneath them. Weddings bring everyone together, yes, but they also bring history. Every character stepping into that barn isn't just a guest. They're carrying their past, their grudges, and their unfinished business with them. Fans quickly notice small but powerful moments. A nervous glance exchanged between two family members. An empty seat that should have been filled. A smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes. These subtle clues tell us that this wedding isn't just about vows. It's about long-buried emotions finally bubbling to the surface. And in Heartland, those emotions can change everything. The trailer doesn't reveal whose wedding it is outright, but the clues suggest a connection that runs deep into the family's future. A wedding on this ranch isn't just personal, it's symbolic. It represents the passing of traditions, the blending of generations, and the challenge of moving forward without letting go of the past. But here's the twist. The same event that should bring joy might be the spark that reopens old wounds. We catch a glimpse of Amy standing slightly apart, her expression a mix of pride and worry. Could it be that the happiness of the day forces her to reflect on her own journey, her own heartbreak, her own choices, and the life she's building for herself and her daughter? Then there's Jack, steady as always, but with eyes that seem more watchful than celebratory. Weddings remind him of everything he's fought to protect, and maybe of the things he fears losing. Lou, too, seems pulled in several directions, balancing her responsibilities as both family and leader. And Tim, always the wild card, carries an edge, as though one wrong word could spark a confrontation in the middle of the dance floor. But the chaos doesn't only come from within the family. A wedding brings outsiders too, friends, distant relatives, even those who may not be welcome. The trailer hints at the possibility of an unexpected guest, someone whose arrival shocks the gathering. Imagine the silence that falls when an old flame walks in, or when a figure from the past shows up at the very moment vows are exchanged. Heartland has always thrived on these moments, when the familiar comfort of the ranch is disrupted by the unpredictable force of the outside world. And then there's the symbolism of the wedding itself. A wedding is about new beginnings, but in Heartland, beginnings are never simple. Every new chapter comes with sacrifices. If someone is stepping into marriage, what or who are they leaving behind? If the family is gathering to celebrate, what hidden conflicts are they ignoring, hoping the music will drown them out? The trailer's quick cuts and shadowed shots suggest that what starts with joy may end in tears, or at least in whispered arguments that leave scars. The chaos isn't loud or explosive, at least not yet. Instead, it's simmering. You can feel it in the hesitation before a toast, in the forced laughter around the table, in the way the camera lingers just a little too long on a face filled with doubt. Weddings may be about unity, but Heartland reminds us that unity doesn't come easy. It has to be earned, and sometimes it has to be fought for. What makes this storyline so gripping is that the audience isn't given all the answers. The trailer shows us just enough to know that the wedding will be central to Season 19's drama, but not enough to reveal how it ends. Will this day of joy collapse under the weight of secrets? Will a confession change the meaning of the vows? Or will the family, in classic Heartland fashion, find a way to pull through, messy, scarred, but stronger together? One thing is certain, this isn't just another romantic subplot. This wedding is a turning point. It's a test of loyalty, forgiveness, and truth. And when the dust settles, Heartland will never be the same again. Asterisk if the wedding sets the stage. For celebration, the real drama of Season 19 is written in the quiet, unspoken tension between family members. The Heartland trailer doesn't need big explosions or wild stunts to make our hearts race. It leans on something far more powerful. The cracks within a family that looks perfect from the outside, but is struggling on the inside. From the very beginning, Heartland has been about family. Not just the picture of family when things are easy, but the messy reality when traditions collide with new dreams, when old wounds never fully heal, and when love feels heavy because it comes with responsibility. Season 19 seems to lean heavily into this theme, and the trailer wastes no time giving us a taste of it. One of the clearest examples of this tension is Amy, She has grown into the emotional core of the series, but that doesn't mean her journey has gotten easier. The trailer shows her caught in a delicate balance on one hand. She's finding her strength and independence on the other. She's still carrying the weight of the family ranch, her daughter, and the expectations that come with her name. There's a shot of her watching the wedding from a distance, her expression unreadable. It's almost as if she's wondering if happiness can last, or if every moment of joy comes with a hidden price. Jack, as always, represents the steady hand of the family, but even he isn't immune to conflict. The trailer hints at his protective instincts clashing with the changes happening around him. Jack has always been the one to keep the family grounded, but grounding a family isn't simple when every member is pulling in a different direction. A wedding might remind him of hope, but it might also remind him of all the times hope was shattered. There's a quiet intensity in his eyes that suggests he knows trouble is coming and he may not be able to stop it. Then there's Lou, whose tension often comes not from a lack of love, but from having too much responsibility. She has stepped into leadership roles that stretch her thin, and the trailer suggests that those roles may finally clash with her duties as a sister and daughter. You can almost feel her trying to juggle too many things, smiling at the wedding, nodding at political obligations, holding together a family that is starting to fray. The tension for Lou isn't just external, it's internal. Who is she really when the roles she plays start to collide? And of course, we cannot forget Tim. Tim is the unpredictable spark in every season, and the trailer hints at his presence as both comforting and dangerous. He loves his family deeply, but he also carries a sharpness that can cut deep when emotions run high. At a wedding where emotions are already fragile, Tim's words or actions could easily light a fire. A single outburst from him could turn celebration into conflict, and Heartland knows exactly how to use that unpredictability to keep viewers on edge. What makes these tensions so powerful is that they're not loud. They're quiet, hidden in gestures and half-finished conversations. A glance across the table, a silence that lasts too long, a toast that says less than it should. These are the tools Heartland uses to show us that family drama isn't always about shouting matches. It's about the love that hurts because it matters so much. The trailer also hints at generational conflict. Weddings are supposed to be about unity, but they also highlight differences. The younger generation dreams differently than the older one. The older generation holds traditions tightly, afraid of what happens when those traditions are lost. Amy's choices may clash with Jack's values. Lou's vision may not align with what others want for the ranch. And somewhere in between, the question hangs, how do you keep a family together when every person is chasing a different future? It's here that Heartland shines. The tension doesn't just stay within the characters, it spreads to the audience. Fans watch and wonder, will the family finally face their truths, or will they keep sweeping problems under the rug until the rug itself tears apart? The trailer doesn't give away the answers, but it promises that the conflicts will be raw, emotional, and deeply human. So, while the wedding may be the centerpiece of the trailer, the real weight of Season 19 rests on these family tensions. They're the heartbeat of the story, the invisible threads pulling the characters closer even as they threaten to tear them apart. And in the quiet pauses between vows and dances, it becomes clear, Heartland Season 19 is not just about love found, but about love tested. Every good wedding has secrets, but in Heartland Season 19, the secrets don't just linger in the background, they threaten to explode into the open. The trailer sprinkles hints like breadcrumbs, daring us to follow the trail and guess what truths the Bartlett-Fleming family is hiding. And if Heartland has taught us anything over the years, it's this. No secret stays buried forever. The first clue comes in the way the trailer cuts its shots. In between the joyful music and the smiling faces, there are sudden flashes of unease, a shadow crossing Amy's face, a hand gripping a glass too tightly, a sudden silence in the middle of laughter. These small details suggest that something big is being hidden. The trailer doesn't say what, but it doesn't have to. Heartland has always thrived on mystery, giving us just enough to know that beneath the ranch's calm surface, there's a storm waiting to break, one possible secret Could be personal, something that changes how we see one of the family members. Perhaps Amy has been keeping a decision to herself, one that could reshape her future and her daughter's. Maybe Lou is hiding a political or business choice that, if revealed, would cause friction with the family. And then there's Tim, whose past has always been a magnet for secrets. Could the trailer be hinting at something he has kept from everyone, something that could resurface at the worst possible time? Another layer of secrecy could lie in the ranch itself. Heartland isn't just a home, it's a legacy. If that legacy is threatened, whether by financial struggles, legal issues, or hidden deals, the entire family would be shaken. Imagine the chaos of a wedding celebration shadowed by the knowledge that the place binding them all together might be at risk. The trailer shows us brief, almost hidden shots of the ranch in dim light, as though the land itself is keeping a secret. Doesn't want to share. The most intriguing possibility, though, is the return of someone from the past. Heartland has never been afraid to bring back characters whose presence changes everything. A single familiar face walking into that wedding could unravel years of healing. An old flame, a former rival, or even a forgotten friend could appear, and set off a chain reaction of confessions and confrontations. The trailer leaves the door wide open for this twist, and fans can't help but wonder who it might be. What makes these secrets so dangerous is their timing. Weddings are about beginnings, about stepping into the future with honesty and love. But secrets work in the opposite way. They pull us backward, back into mistakes, back into lies, back into pain we thought we left behind. In season 19, it feels like those two forces, new beginnings and old secrets, are about to collide head-on. And when they do, it won't just affect one character. It will ripple through the entire family. The emotional weight of these secrets is clear in the trailer's pacing. There's a rhythm to it, moments of joy, cut sharply with moments of silence and unease. It feels almost like the show is reminding us that in real life, happiness is never pure. It's complicated, it's layered, and it can be shattered with a single truth spoken at the wrong time. Heartland is preparing us for that moment, when a character finally decides they can't keep quiet anymore. And let's not forget, some secrets aren't meant to be revealed in public. A whispered argument in the stables, a late-night conversation. Under the stars, a confession made not with words but with tears. These are the kinds of reveals Heartland does best. The trailer hints at these emotional scenes, where characters will finally confront what they've been hiding, not with anger, but with the raw, trembling honesty that makes the show feel so real. In the end, the trailer doesn't show us what the secrets are. It doesn't need to. The power lies in the anticipation. We know they're there. We know they'll come out. And we know when they do, the family we've loved for 19 seasons will be tested like never before. Will the truth destroy them, or will it finally set them free? That's the question season 19 dares us to ask. Because in Heartland, secrets aren't just plot twists. They're the shadows that make the light of family, love, and resilience shine brighter. And season 19 promises plenty of shadows waiting to be revealed.